Folks, welcome back to my channel. It's Handmade by Shirley. I've come on today to do Tag Tuesday, excuse me, which is a open challenge I set up last year, but this year with prompts. And I do it every Tuesday, and anybody can join in. If you've got your YouTube channel, feel free to do a video using the hashtag Tag Tuesday and having it hosted by myself, Handmade by Shirley, in the information box would be great. You can also post it on your social media platforms here on social media, as I say, whatever that is, Instagram, Facebook. These are the two I use, but any of them really. And tag myself in the post as well, and hashtag Tag Tuesday, and then I and anybody else will be able to see your makes. And this week's prompt is Spotlight on Yellow. So I'm going to get started. So what I decided what I would do is I would use this new product that I brought recently. I've got a couple of yellow aqua pens, one in sunflower and one in jasmine. I've got pumice stone because I want to use that in the background, and the butterfly that I'm going to use. These are Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous. Excuse me, don't ask me what that's called. Let's see if it's got a name. It did have a name. So it's this one, it's this stencil and this stamp. I got this off Amazon, so if that's something you're interested in, you can get it off Amazon quite easily. So what I thought I'd do, I've already got prepared my tag, and I've made my tag slightly bigger than normal, so I've made it 3.5 by 6.5. I usually make it slightly less than that. So what I thought I'd just do, something pretty simple, but I'd use these stamps as well. I'm going to go in the background just lightly with some pumice stone because we're spotlighting yellow, but I'm going to do the butterfly stamped. Spotlight the butterfly, but I just want something quite pale in the background, and I thought that that would be quite nice to have this stencil since it's so delicate and just lovely. So you can just see that there, hope you can anyway. Just put another little bit up there at the top and a little bit to that side. See? I think that's fine because I'm going to put the butterfly there, and I might stamp a few bits there. So you get two sort of designs. You get that nice swirly design which I've just used, and this sort of more geometric design in this stencil. So that's that. Use that. So I'll pop that to the side for now, I think. And then I'm just going to get my other inks, my VersaFine Clay inks, and I'm going to use really like Sand Dune as well, because I want to do some of these little backgrounds in. Then I will stamp the butterfly and I'll colour it yellow. So I'm just going to take off to have this one on it. I'm just going to get a block, and I'm just going to stamp that over to the side. So keeping the background really quite light because obviously I want to spotlight the butterfly. So make sure this is right the right way. And I think I'm just going to pop it kind of there. Would have helped if I'd had my bit of foam underneath actually, perhaps. But there we go, that's quite nice. So it says, because when you stop and look around, this life is pretty amazing. And yes, that's a very nice words. So popping this back in. Now I'm thinking I'm just going to get my bit of foam just to put underneath, because sometimes it's a bit better if you do stamp onto something a bit more spongy. So I'm also going to add, creativity is seeing what everyone else has seen and thinking what no one else has thought. Like that. Just put that onto a block, and I'm just going to do that in sand dune as well. And make sure it's the right way up. I'm just going to do that there, and another bit at this side, I think, here. That's fine. So keeping it, as I say, quite light. Don't want to, I just want to keep the background nice and sort of light and muted. So let's get this back the right way. And I might just put this bit in at the bottom as well. So what I might do is use the pumice stone actually to stamp this with, and then I can cut it out and add that at the end, hopefully, she says. So I'm just going to add it onto here. Says she, not doing it on the spongy bit. It's not the best. Right, let's just pop the lid on that just now. Try that again. And actually put this on here. Right, let's try that again. I can do it up here. You don't see it that well. Might have to do that on a piece of just flat white, well, smooth. Put that there just now. Let's do it once more. Try it on there. That should work. Yeah, that's fine. We'll have that. Right, we will pop that back just now in the bottom. It's all perspective. It is all perspective because everybody's perspective is different, and that's good. That's what makes the difference in designs and cards, and that is superb. Right, what I'll just do is I'll just chop that up. Ready. It's not very kind of legible at the front here, but if you do hold it a certain way, it's fine. So we'll just neaten that up, and that can go on. It's not very neat, Shirley. Right, let's just try and do that as better. I just want a tiny border because it's going to kind of go like that. That's fine. So let's stamp the butterfly and colour it in now. So I had thought I'd use the same stuff as here, but I'm thinking it might not stamp right. So we'll see what it's like, and then we will decide. I really do need to clean these stamps. They are rather messy, so I'm not going to use this because that will, if I put water on, it will run. So I'm going to use this one, I think. So this is the Pumice Stone Grey, not Pumice Stone, Morning Mist from Versifying Clear. So let's try it first, see what it's like. And if it's not quite right on this textured card, I will do it on some smoother card. It looks okay. Let me try it on some smooth back as well, because I've got a pile of stuff here. Let's see. We've got, let's just try it. I mean, it looks okay on there. Let's try it though on this, just to see what which looks a wee bit better, I think. So, it's a lovely butterfly, nice image. I think that one actually does look better. I'll keep that. I can use it for something else, so we'll just have it on that one. And put this to the side just now. I'll put that to the side as well. And I've got a couple of ribbons here, these new ribbons as well that I got, so I might use them today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just then colour it in with this. I don't need the foam, but I'm just going to keep it on the foam with this, these, excuse me, aqua pens. I've only got a couple of colours, so I've got sunflower and jasmine. So these can be used just as is, or they can be used with water, hence the name aqua markers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one on, and then I'm going to spritz. Let's spritz it with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to use, she says, a brush when she finds one. Here we go. So it's just not really coming out that much. I might have to do this a few times. There we go. So it'll be interesting to see what you all do this time. I love seeing everybody's designs, they're all so different. So that's quite, it's not as bright as I wanted, so let's try again with some more. A little bit more. I won't put any more water. I've just used what's on, that's better. A bit brighter. I suppose it's a kind of layering process. Layering up. I'm going to just put some down here as well. And then I'm just going to put another little drop on. Lovely noise, isn't it? So just run over it again. It just gives it a wee bit more depth to this. It's quite nice, I think. Go over that part again. So this isn't watercolour paper. You could use watercolour paper if that was something, I don't know what that is, that you thought you needed to use, but I'm just using regular paper, really. I don't know what that was, where that came from. Right, I'm just going to get rid of that bit. Now, I might just use the pen, this pen, which is Jasmine, just to colour it in instead of wetting it, so that gives it a wee bit more brightness. So just going in there, and the pieces that I've not done, and then on this part here, on the outside, little bits down there, maybe a couple of these bits. I'm going to just do the body like that as well, and I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy with the way that's turned out. So I'm going to cut it out and then come back. Okay. Right, so I've done that. So what I want to do is I'm really wanting to just pop that onto here, like that. And then I'm going to add a few splatters. I also want to re-stamp the stamp, because when you're cutting out something like that, it's really hard to cut out around all the antennae and everything. So to get the antennae back in, I'm going to stamp again onto the background, and I'm going to use the grey. So I'm going to use this grey, which is the Morning Mist. And I'm going to put it where I want it to go, which is probably about here. Let's see, I'm going to move that way. So then that means you'll get your antennae. You will get the imprint at the back of the butterfly, but that won't matter as much because you're going to be placing that on top like that. So you're going to get that. Before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of yellow splatter. So just flicking the end of the brush part of this aqua paint onto there, and that will just give me another bit of yellow spotlight, and then we can attach the rest of it. What I want to do actually to go around the edge of the tag with pumice stone this time. So I'm just going to go around the edge, just giving that a bit of definition, just swiping it down and around the edge. And it just takes the sort of starkness away from the edge. It's up to you if you did this, how far you go in with it really. You can go in a bit further, which is fine. That's fine, that'll do. So, and now I'm just going to pop on my butterfly, and I'm just going to pop it on in the middle because I can let the wings go up, and then you'll see that nice part underneath. I could have put it straight down, absolutely flattened it straight down if I want to. I think I'll just keep it up. Right, so I'll really only just get those bits done there. So I'm quite happy with that. And then I want to just add this bit. I'm trying to think, I could put it there actually. I'm just looking through the camera to see what looks good. I might have to go around the edge of that as well with some pumice stone because it's quite stark against the other bits of the background. I think that made a slight difference, which is good. and just wondering where to put it really. Could put it there, which might look quite nice. I did think about putting it sideways, but I mean I could even put it on the top of the... No, I don't want to. I think I'm just going to put it on there, that side. And then we can just add our ribbon. So, let's see, I've got these two new ribbons. Pop that there. I mean, I've got other ribbons. So that was the ribbons I bought from Stampin' Up. That one's lovely, because obviously it's got the gold on one side and the sort of greeny gold on the other. I'm not going to use that, I don't think, because it's not really the right one. I've got this one as well, which is a sort of gold and white, so I might use that, but I've not put my actual, what's it called, my eyelet in. So I need to put my eyelet in once I find the eyelet box, which is up here. Nearly forgot, you know. So, probably for this, I don't think I've got yellow. I've got orange. Yeah, I think I'm going to use just a grey one, these. Or I could use a white. No, I'll just use grey. That'll look nice. And I'm going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella as well to this. I'll see it's going to be quite a long video actually. Doesn't matter. So pop that in, find the bit and give it a squeeze. There we go, that's nice. And then I'll just pop a little bit off this ribbon into it as well. Cut very much there, have I? Never mind. So just popping that through, hoping it will go through. Yep. Go. That's quite nice. I like that. And then I've just got some of this nice Wink of Stella, which I think I'm just going to pop on. Get it to come out a bit. Come on. There we go. Just on the wings. Oh, that's far too much. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle. It's nice to have a sparkly bit, isn't it? And then just a tiny splat of that as well. Oh, she says a tiny splat, and then it goes into a huge splat. So that is my hashtag Tag Tuesday, with the prompt being Spotlight on Yellow. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you'll get involved and do video if you want, or just pop your make on social media. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.